There is a specific type of relationship that oscillates between intense passion, fiery conflicts, and a profound sense of unfulfillment. This type of relationship often baffles both those involved and those observing from the outside. It is a relationship where one person has an anxious attachment style, while the other has an avoidant attachment style. In these relationships, a continuous cycle of push and pull ensues. The person with an anxious attachment style typically vocalizes their dissatisfaction, accusing their partner of being emotionally distant, unresponsive, cold, and possibly even physically disinterested. On the other hand, the avoidant partner often remains quiet but occasionally expresses frustration, labeling the anxious partner as overly demanding, irrational, and excessively needy. One partner seems to want too much while the other wants too little. The distress in these relationships unfolds in a repetitive cycle. Initially, the anxious partner showers the avoidant partner with intense love, but frustration gradually builds up due to unmet emotional needs. This dissatisfaction grows until one day, the anxious partner, exhausted from constant rejection, decides they deserve better and informs their partner of their intention to leave. This declaration often triggers a dramatic change in the avoidant partner. Their predominant fear of being engulfed by love vanishes instantly, revealing a deeply buried fear of abandonment. Freed from the threat of being overwhelmed by intimacy, the avoidant partner becomes unexpectedly affectionate and romantic, feeling safe to express these emotions now that they perceive a reduced risk of reciprocation. Despite their initial anger, the anxious partner hears these sweet words and heartfelt promises. After some hesitation, they are inevitably won over. The once distant partner transforms into the loving companion the anxious partner always desired. There seems to be no reason not to reconcile after all. The issue was never a lack of love but the feeling of being unloved. For a brief period, the relationship blossoms and it appears the couple is on the path to lasting happiness. The avoidant partner, liberated from the fear of being engulfed, openly expresses love. Meanwhile, the anxious partner, freed from the fear of abandonment, feels secure and trusting. However, this harmony is often short-lived. As things become too comfortable for the avoidant partner, the old fear of being overwhelmed by intimacy resurfaces. The avoidant partner begins to pull away and become distant once more, which eventually becomes intolerable for the anxious partner. Within weeks or months, the couple finds themselves back in the same troubled dynamic. Intense arguments resurface and accusations of neediness and coldness re-emerge. Another crisis looms, leading to yet another threat of departure. This tumultuous cycle can persist for years or even a lifetime. From an outsider's perspective, it may seem almost absurd, but for those involved, it feels like a never-ending nightmare. There are a few potential resolutions to this pattern. The avoidant partner can work on recognizing and tolerating their fear of engulfment. Meanwhile, the anxious partner can become aware of their tendency to gravitate towards unfulfilling relationships and, after a crisis, refuse to return, seeking instead a future with more secure and reliable partners. Ideally, both partners could learn about attachment theory, gaining insight into their repetitive behaviors and the childhood experiences driving them. By understanding these unconscious patterns, they can stop acting on their compulsions. Recognizing the psychological games they play, they can finally choose to stop playing them, bringing relief to themselves and those who care about them, and ultimately saving their relationship. If you like the video, then share it with your friends and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.